You're a man who loves this music. You're so dedicated. You're so fervent about it. In all the biogs I've read about you, music is prima. It's numero uno, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, it is. It is.
You left the business and a marriage for it, I believe. Is that right?
I did.
Wow. How does someone become that dedicated? I mean, I've had music all my life, but I don't think I've ever been as fervent.
Well, you know, it was me getting out of denial of what my real calling is. You know, but the way the universe guided me, I became a corporate guy, but I reached a point where is that all there is? You know, like that song that was done. And
had you an ordinary job, as we call it now?
What's that?
Had you an ordinary job before music?
Oh God, you know, yeah, I wore a tie every day, and went, you know, it was on 8 to 5 every day, doing the corporate thing, and looking the part, you know, but I had reached the end of the line because it wasn't fulfilling my heart and soul. It just wasn't, and I knew it, and I never visualized myself as wanting to be like this conglomerate guy. That's just not me. Yeah. And so a decade ago, I started taking baby steps in the direction of getting back to my passion, which has always been music. And you know, I had a lot to learn, but I worked really hard, and people were sent to help, and I kept taking the signals and just kept doing it. And so here we are. I'm sitting in Belfast, Northern Ireland, talking to you.
It's defying that old cliche, don't give up your day job, but you did.
I did, yeah. I had to.
And you give up everything else as well.
Yeah, and you know, I was in a short marriage, and I still love her. She's a great gal, but I told her 1,000 times, sweetheart, music is
numero uno.
And I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing shows. There's going to be, you know, people really getting into it. And you're going to have to say, oh yeah, no, not a problem, not a problem. And so I decided, I don't know, it's a couple of years ago, that I wanted to go to meet him in Cannes, you know. And it's like, what? You're going to France and you're not taking me? And it was like, you know, we got a problem. We have a problem brewing. And so, well, George, here's how I ended it. She said to me, she said, and this is in a restaurant, okay? And she said, I want to know right now why I am not going to France with you on this music thingy that you're doing. And I said, not a problem, not a problem. I said, the reason you're not going is you're not invited.
Okay. I'm glad.
And by the time we got home, George, I had made a pact with me that I had to move on.
That's it. Well, big decision, buddy. You were born and brought up in Chicago, of course, the home of the blues, as a lot of people call it. Did blues influence you, or did British music influence you?
I love blues music. I love going to hear it. I've written a couple of blues tunes, but no, British rock has always been
first and foremost.
Yeah, always.
You fulfilled an ambition. That was to play in the Cavern. Obviously, you were a great lover of Lennon and McCartney and everything that was Mersey beat and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been a diehard Beatle. Whatever word you want to put in. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to believe that a guy who's brought up in Chicago, you know, with so much blues all around you, and yet you sort of swayed in the direction of British music.
Yeah, and I've never really left it either. Yeah. You know, you mentioned Lennon and McCartney. If we have time, I can tell you a funny story. But when I was raised Catholic, you know, for a period of years, and you got confirmed, you know.
And then you became a musician.
No, but when you're going through this when you're going through this confirmation thing, you're supposed to pick a name of what saint you want to use, you know. And I was like one of the last kids in class that hadn't told the nun what name. So finally she said, Mr. Fuller, I need to know right now which one do you want to do. And I practically took a quarter and flipped it, and it was either going to be John or Paul. And I said John. She said, oh, you know, this so St. John, John of the Cross, he was so good. And I'm just sitting there saying,
yeah.
True story.
But who was St. Ringo? That's what I want to know. That would have baffled her.
Luckiest saint in the world.
Listen, you're over here promoting the new single and the new album, which is called Abstract Man. When are you going to come over and entertain us? For real?
There's much discussion on that right now.
With the band, because the band are superb.
Thank you so much. I hope to be back here in a couple of months. Okay. And I want to come back to Belfast and put on a killer rock show.
Okay. I'll be there. I'll bring the guitar. I'll bring the bass with me.
You know what? That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
That would be great.
And,
you're invited anytime.
You can pay the bass player off just for. I'll work here for the night. Okay. James is with us on guitar. He's Tom's mobile orchestra over the far side. He's going to lend a hand. What are you going to do?
Lollipop Guild.
Lollipop Guild, the Tom Fuller Band, off the new album. Where you go, sir?